Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Bobby Chain 2. Today, I'm going to go over my GLOCK Sport Combat holster modified for IWB using cross-breed snap-on belt clips and Loctite. I've got a lot of questions in regards to the holster, a lot of great questions, a lot of good feedback. The first video was, it was pretty crude in the fact that I had one hand holding the camera, one hand holding the holster with the gun. So today I got the camera mounted. Well, it's not a camera, it's an iPhone, but it's mounted up. I'm going to go over how the holster rides, ride height, cant, all that will be addressed as far as some other issues that I have been made aware of as regards to this holster. Now, I've been wearing this holster for almost a year now, and I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed. The amount I paid for the holster, the amount that I paid for the belt clips, I think this is a good option for anybody looking to conceal carry a GLOCK, a subcompact GLOCK, maybe a compact, definitely not a full size. The holster lends itself, in my opinion, to IWB because of the thin profile of the holster. It's not Kydex, so don't expect it to be like Kydex, and it's not as comfortable as a hybrid holster. But then again, it does offer advantages over a hybrid holster. But anyway, let's do a quick walk around. Arms up. This is a large size shirt. I'm 5'11", 200 pounds, so it's about right. I'll bend over. You can see a little bit of the grip printing. But if you were looking for it, I don't think you'd be able to distinguish that as a firearm. Anyway, this is how the holster rides. As you can see, the belt clips. These belt clips will fit a 1 3/4 inch belt. This is a 1.5 inch belt. It's a reinforced carpenter's belt, so it works pretty good. And just for you safety Nazis out there, unloaded, empty mag. This is a GLOCK 27 Gen 4, and it works really, really good. I ride this holster on my 3 o'clock. The can is it's not totally straight up and down. I think it's like 7 degrees or something like that. But where my arm rests is where this holster rides. So if the holster had, say, like an FBI cant, with which, I could probably adjust the cant on this holster, but I don't wish to because I'm pleased with where it is right there. The holster rides relatively low in my pants, but it doesn't ride so low to where I can't get a good combat grip on the firearm. Retention on this holster, pull up the pants, and it starts to let go. You could hear. You can hear the detent notch in the holster grab the trigger guard. Just like I said, the advantages this holster offers is, one, it's got good retention, and it's got those tabs that cover the magazine release. Because carrying IWB, with which I've done for a while, the one thing I've seen in some holsters is that when you're carrying, you have to check your gear quite often to make sure that you are in battery. There's been times with other holsters where I've moved around funny and I've inadvertently popped the mag out. Well, with a GLOCK, you'll get one round off. With some guns that have magazine disconnect safeties, you're pretty much up, that creek without a paddle. But anyway, concealed carrying it, moving around, it's really, really comfortable. I've never had any problems with it. Just like stated in the last video, I had a GLOCK Summer Comfort, and that holster was just horrid. I've never tried the Melt Spark Summer Special. I've heard that they're light years better than the GLOCK Summer Comfort, which I believe, because they're horrible. Removing this, actually, you know what? I'm going to do something real fast. I'll pop out something. Just my GLOCK 17 Gen 4. This is a great gun. I'm going to do a review on this. Got the brass stacker carry guide rod. Got an NY1 trigger return spring, 3.5 pound trigger connector, grip plug, and factory night sights. I'm going to put the 17 in my pants, just so you are aware that this is not the holster for this gun. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're just walking around, I mean, here, let's do a quick walk around. you're standing up straight, it's fine. The only problem with a full-size Glock is when you bend over, and this is an Under Armour shirt, so this is a really, really light polo. You can see the grip print. I mean, it's not horrible, but, I mean, if I was to sit down, you can see it. Whereas with the subcompacts, you can't. This is a great going to be doing a review on this here soon. Pulling this holster out. One question I got in regards to this holster is these tabs, how they come down slightly below the holster. Originally, I was planning on putting these clips on a bench grinder and grinding them down, and then smoothing them over with sandpaper. But what I found is that I don't need to do that. Even if I'm wearing the holster, even if I'm like leaned all the way over, it doesn't dig into my skin at all. And just to show y'all, this test means absolutely nothing, because when you put this pistol in your pants, of course the retention is going to increase due to the fact that you have the pressure of your skin and the pressure of your pants on the holster. But even out of the holster, it's not coming out. Granted, the fact it's not loaded. Loaded gun's going to be a lot heavier. Inserting this back into your pants, you just saw me take it out. It's not as easy as, say, like a single clip holster, but it's definitely not as hard as a hybrid style holster. The hybrid style holsters, they're very, very comfortable, but they are a bear to get on and off. There's times when I'll come to an establishment that doesn't allow firearms, and even though I don't want to go in there because they're Second Amendment haters and I don't want to support people like that, I have to go in there, and I have to take my holster off. Well, a crossbreed, or excuse me, a hybrid, because there's a ton of them out there. A hybrid style holster is a bear to get off, and it's a grizzly bear to get back on. This thing, when you put it on, don't put your finger in front of the muzzle, because when you should be putting a loaded pistol in your pants, just undo your top button. Sweep. That hurt. That bit my nail back. Sweep it in from the front. Line your belt loop shut. Pull your britches up. Top button. Belt. And you're set, ready to go. Anyway, I'm sure there's a couple things I did not cover. Oh yeah, reholstering. When you're reholstering, the holster collapses slightly, but it doesn't collapse completely. Towards the back of the holster, it does collapse a little bit, not completely. Towards the front, it doesn't really collapse at all. Where the subcompacts shine in these holsters is that they're beveled. That in itself assists with reholstering. I found that with my 17 Gen 4 that I have, of course, you know, on the compact and full-size Glocks, the muzzle of the pistol is not beveled, so reholstering can be a little bit of a pain. But with the subcompacts, it's beveled just enough to where, and I'm not going to touch the holster at all, to where I can reholster very easily. So, is it as good as Kydex? Absolutely not. Is it acceptable? Is it something that I would look past as being just a minor flaw of the holster? Yes. But anyway, guys, if y'all have any other questions, I'm sure there's things that I did not cover, and there's probably a lot of questions that some of you have. But hopefully this helped answer a lot of your questions. How the holster rides, how it carries. It's very comfortable. I wear this gun every single day in this setup with this holster. And yes, I carry a Glock Sport Combat mag pouch with a Glock 22 magazine, 165 grain Spirit gold dots. And I like this thing because, well, it's got the belt attachments on it. When I tie my belt, this thing just sucks into my body. Somewhere down the road, I might go to a hybrid style mag pouch just because I think those things are the best things since sliced bread. But anyway, this is Bobby J2. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, leave me a message, rate, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate it. Y'all take care. Be safe.